Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another Marvel Legendary video. Finally, the day is here. I've got this. It feels like it's been out in the world for forever. This is what it must be like for you guys out in the UK and in other parts of the world that don't get this stuff. I mean, I only had to wait like 2 weeks. I know you guys have to wait months, so I'm sorry. That's really terrible. So anyway, hopefully for you guys that don't have the set yet or thinking about it, this video can kind of help you get hyped up for it or excited about it or maybe want to get it if you can get it. But yeah, let's go ahead and do the unboxing of this. So as you can see, I have not even taken out the plastic. Deluxe edition. This is because it's 200 cards. Come on, buddy. Alright, so let's take a look at the rules. We know from the preview video what we were going to get in terms of that. I'm not going to read all this. I am just going to go over all the keywords. So it looks like we have clone heroes. So multiple man and Stepford cuckoos are literal clones. Em and her sisters can transform into copies of each other. Shatter Star. Come on, focus for me. It was focusing so well a second ago. Come on, man. Okay. Shatter Star is genetically engineered from clone DNA. All of these use a new keyword saying things like yellow clone. Means you can gain another copy of this card from the HQ. If there are none in the HQ, you may gain a copy from your deck and shuffle it. So we're going to put it in a discard pile. If you clone a shield officer or a sidekick, search and shuffle that stack instead. So pretty straightforward. Clone villain. So on the villain side, ambush clone means search the villain deck for a copy of the villain and it enters the city, ignoring any further clone effects. Shuffle the villain deck. So then that way you can't just be like clone, 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 you know. We have Shatter, which is have the enemy's current attack rounding up to the nearest hole. So, you know, if it's 8 attack, you have it. It's 4. If it's 9 attack, you have it. 4.5 rounds up to 9. I'm sorry, 5. Sorry. We have Tactical Formation. So Tactical Formation is the ability to get my camera to focus. Come on, man. I'll hold it back here. You can zoom, I guess. So Tactical Formation is so for example, this is Tactical Formation 445. You get +3 attack. So it says you can use the ability only if you have 2 heroes that cost 4 and one that costs 5. You can count the Tactical Formation card itself, heroes you have, including heroes in your hand and heroes you've already played this turn, unless there has been one somewhere else, like in the KO pile or Sidekick stack. So you just have to, they're just heroes you have. Okay, so you don't have to investigate. We know what that is. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Reveal a card with an attack, like with every icon, and then among those, draw one, and then put the best back on top or bottom. Prey, this is a new word. So prey, we've got, so it says put this villain in front of that player. So it says some villains say things like ambush prey on the fewest black. After this villain enters the sewers, each player reveals their hand, and then you check which player has the fewest black cards. Current player decides how to break ties, including ties of 0. So in solo, you'll always be the one. And then it says, put this villain in front of the player, preying on them. Any player may fight that villain as normal. However, if no player defeats that villain by the end of the preyed on player's turn, use the villain to finish the prey ability against the player. Then that villain enters the sewers, ignoring its ambush effect. Important to do the finish the prey ability after that player draws their new hand at the end of the turn. So, in solo, villain preys on us, gets put in front of us. We can fight it, but if we can't defeat it, because that's what it says, right? Any player, defeats it. And if nobody defeats it, at the end of the turn, I'll draw a new hand, and then the prey effect happens, and then it enters the city back in. So that's going to be kind of an interesting one. We have a chivalrous duel, which means you can only fight an enemy. You can only spend attack from a single hero name. So for example, if you have 3 attack of villain with chivalrous duel, you can spend 3 attack from 2 Shatter Star heroes, but you can't use 2 attack from Shatter Star and 1 from Siren. If a shield hero has no hero name listed, like a shield trooper or a sidekick or villain that becomes a hero, then his hero name is the card name. So I can use 3 shield troopers for something, but yeah. We have special sidekicks that are ex-students. And then we have the veiled and unveiled schemes. So it'll be like you start with one scheme and then you go to the second scheme. So yeah, it says the enemies of mutant kind often hide their true goals until it's too late. All 4 schemes are set veiled schemes. They say unveiled scheme on the reverse side. When you use any of the schemes to start with veiled sides face up, at a certain point it will say transform to a random unveiled scheme, which means you remove the veiled scheme from the game and replace it with a randomly selected unveiled scheme, which all the ones you own, from all the ones you own. Hopefully that means they're going to do more of them. You might randomly select the reverse side of the one you've done. So yeah. All right. Let me undo all of the things and sort the cards, and then so I'll be right back. All right. So I've got everything sorted out. So let's kind of go over I want to do the heroes last. So let's kind of go over some of the other stuff first. So first off, we have our special bystanders here. So we have private investigation. It's bystander. When you rescue this bystander, choose attack or recruit. Investigate for a card with that icon. Pretty straightforward. We've got opera singer. When you rescue this bystander, shatter a villain in the bank, or shatter a hero in the HQ under the bank. So I guess that reduces cost, which I probably says in there and I skipped it. Cloning technician. We have when you rescue a bystander, clone the next hero you recruit this turn that has a printed cost of 3 or less. So cool, pretty cool. We're gonna set those aside. Let's take a look at the sidekicks here. This is actually something I'm very excited about because I like sidekicks, and I like the idea of like just adding them more throughout the time. So our first one's Boom Boom. She's X-Force. So it's going to be choose one of her nicknames. Let me see here. So this is the whole card, I guess. Let's get the whole thing. Come on. And then we've got choose one of her nicknames. Time Bomb, you get +1 attack. Then put this on top of your deck. Boomer, you get 3 attack and put them on the bottom of the stack. Or Meltdown, you get 4 attack, KO this, and gain a wound. Interesting. This will be a lot of fun because this could come in clutch for the 4 or the 3. But it's cool because with the Time Bomb thing, that's like a guaranteed 1 attack every turn. So that's also very interesting. Next, we have 2 copies of those. Next, we have Darwin, who is a X Factor. And again, all of the sidekicks are going to cost 2. Sidekick stack, you can only recruit 1 per turn, but if a card effect tells you to gain 1, you can obviously get an extra. So he said, if the most recent card you've played this turn is a recruit, you get +2 recruit. If attack, you get +2 attack. If both, you get both. Pretty straightforward. Similar to some other cards from like, Domino, or I think Agent Venom might do that too. So next we have Lila Miller. X Factor as well. 1 attack. You get to investigate for a card of that. Choose a team, investigate for a card for that team. So pretty straightforward. We have Prodigy, who's an X-Men. He's play this card as a copy of another hero you played this turn. That's 6 or less. This card is both a hero. Okay, so it's like Rogue. That's pretty cool. But it has to be 6 or less. You can't go over the top with it. We've got another X-Men here with Rock Slide. He's got Shatter a Villain. So again, we'll have the attack there. Rounding up. We have Rusty Fire Fist Collins, so Fire Fist. Investigate your deck for a card that costs 0 KO to discard it, and then it's 1 attack, so it's pretty good. And then finally, we have Skids, also an X-Men. 3 recruit. If any player were to gain a wound, you may discard this card instead. If you do, draw 2 cards. Holy moly, and it's 3 recruit. If any player would gain a wound, you may discard this card. If you do, draw 2 cards. That's awesome. So actually, you can do it in combination with Boom Boom and do the 4 attack, KO Boom Boom, gain the wound, discard that to draw 2. So there's 2 of each of those. I'm excited about the new sidekicks. That's great. All right, let's take a look at... what do we want to do? Let's look at the schemes. So we've got first is Raid Gene Banks 2... This is the Veiled scheme, so we're going to start with this one. So it's going to be 8 twists. So they all must be like... Well... Yeah, I guess... I don't know. I guess we'll see how the twist stuff works out. So maybe they all leave 4 at the end. Yeah, they look like they all leave 4 at the end, so that way you can still do the rest of the effect on the back. Okay, so we've got twists 1 through 3. If there's a villain in the bank, stack this twist next to the Masterminds as Mutant Genome. Otherwise, move a villain from another city space to the bank. Twist 4 is this scheme transforms to a random unveiled scheme. Do its effect twice. Wait, this scheme transforms to a random unveiled scheme. Do its effect twice. Is there like a Okay, here we go. So when revealed, so this other side, this one's unleashed an anti-mutant bioweapon. So this is going to be Twist stack next to the Mastermind or bioweapon adaptations. Twist is add this twist to the bioweapon adaptations. Then for each card in that stack, choose a different number from 2 to 6. KO all heroes in the HQ that have any cost, and then it says when there are 15 non-gray heroes in the KO pile, the villain deck or the hero deck runs out. So when revealed, do its twist effect twice. Oh, okay, I see. So I'd missed that entirely. So we'll flip this, and then we'll do this twist effect twice. So it's just the effect, not like we're playing another scheme twist. And then it just runs through. Okay, cool. Next we have Higher Singularity Investigations 2. It's going to be 9 twists, twist 1 through 4. If there are any Singularity Investigators in the city, stack this twist next to the Mastermind as a Dark Discovery. Whether you did that or not, investigate the Bystander stack for a card that, and have it enter the city as a Singularity Investigator villain. It has 6 attack and fight. Rescue this as a Bystander, then KO one of your heroes. Then investigate your deck for a card with a recruit icon. Holy cow, it's got a lot of stuff, but it's for 6, so it makes sense. Twist 5 is the scheme transforms to a random unveiled scheme. Do its effect twice, so that looks to be consistent. Not all of them, okay. So this one's, obviously the first part's Higher Singularity Investigations 2. Reveal the heroes, evil clones. So when revealed, twist stack next to the Mastermind are cloning breakthroughs. Twist add this twist to cloning breakthrough. The top card of the hero deck enters the city as the evil clone villain. Clone a copy of it from the HQ of the hero deck as another evil clone. Special rules is that each evil clone has attack equal to the cost of it plus the number of cloning breakthroughs. Fight, a player gains this card as a hero, KO one of your heroes. Evil wins when there are 7 evil clones in the city and or escape pile, or the villain or hero deck runs out. So that's going to be a consistent theme here, is running out of the villain deck and the hero deck. We have, the next one is Hack Cerebro Servers 2. 10 twists. 1 through 5 is we're going to put a card from the Bystander stack next to the scheme as a hacker. KO a hero from the HQ that costs equal to the number of hackers. If you KO'd a hero that's way stacked to test the twist next to the scheme, next to the Mastermind is stolen Cerebro data. So set it over side, KO equal to that, and then if we do that, that goes next to the Mastermind. Twist 6 is put the hackers on the bottom of the Bystander stack, then this transforms into a random unveiled scheme. Do its effect once. And this is Control the Mutant Messiah. When revealed, stacked next to the Mastermind are Manipulators. Shuffle a random extra hero into a face-down Mutant Messiah stack. Add this twist to the manipulations. Add this twist to the manipulations. That's what the twists are stacked next to the Mastermind. Investigate the Mutant Messiah stack for a card and set it aside. This turn you may gain that card to the top of your deck by spending recruit equal to its cost +1 for each manipulation. So if it's 3, it's +1 for each one, and the earliest it can be is 5, so it's going to be like 8 or something. That's a lot. Come on. If you don't, then put this card into a Fallen Messiah stack next to the scheme. When there are 3 Fallen Messiahs, stack of the villain deck runs out, evil wins. Finally, we have Drain Mutant Powers 2, Open Rifts to the Future Timelines. Okay, so this is going to be 11 twists. 1 through 6 is stacked the top 2 cards of the Sidekicks stack face down next to the scheme as Kidnapped Mutants. If there are any Kidnapped Mutants already there, put those on the bottom of the stack and put the twist next to the Mastermind as Drained Power. Special rules, you may spend either 3 attack or 3 recruit to gain a Kidnapped Mutant. Twist 7 is going to KO all Kidnapped Mutants, so we're going to do the transform the scheme and do its effect twice. And then it says this is open rifts to the future timelines. Sorry. When revealed, shuffle a random additional villain group into the villain deck. Twist stack next to the Mastermind Temporal Rifts. On each twist is add this twist to the Temporal Rift. Then reveal and set aside cards from the villain deck equal to the number of Temporal Rifts. Play a henchman you revealed, then play the villain you revealed with the most victory points. Shuffle the others. Sorry, I got like burping. Shuffle the others and set aside cards into the villain deck. If the villain deck runs out during this, the game doesn't end, and evil wins when there are 7 Temporal Rifts or the villain deck runs out. Okay, so I'll have to reread that one a couple times because I don't even know what I said. So Anyway, those are our schemes. I'm very excited about it. I'm hoping transforming schemes from Revelations was like one of my favorite things they've added. So I'm super excited that we get that, but it's like random. So this will be a lot of fun. Because we effectively get, you know, like you get this, but then 3 versions of potentially how it goes through for each one of these. So it's like 12 schemes. So did I do the math right on that? This is 3, yeah. Yes, 12 schemes. I think I did the math right. Okay. All right. We're going to the heroes last. Let's go to the masterminds. Holy crap. I didn't realize how big this dude was. This dude is chunky. 32 damage? What the hell? Oh my god. Exodus. It's a big boy. 32. You can pay 3, recruit any number of times to shatter Exodus. Okay. Woo! So if you pay 3 recruit, he's 16. You pay 3 more, he's 8. So you can pay 6 to get him down to something reasonable. So his Master Strike is choose either X-Men, X-Force, X-Factor, or Brotherhood from villains. Each player discards one of those heroes or gains a wound. So that's pretty straightforward. His first tactic is going to unite all mutant kind. So it says, fight. Each other player chooses one of those 4 hero groups to enter the city as a villain. Attack equal to its cost with the effect fight. This card, gain this as a hero. If no card enters the city this way, then each player gains a win. So in our case, it'll be 1. Wait, yeah, it chooses one of their cards. So it says chooses one of their cards to enter, so it doesn't have to be from hand. So if we have X-Men heroes and we fight him, and then that one will go out into the city. Next tactic is Omega level Mutant. So each other player reveals their hand, discards all cards that cost 1 or more, then draws that many cards. It's pretty straightforward. Avalon, Asteroid, Haven is his next tactic. You can gain one of those from the HQ. Each other player discards 2 cards that aren't any of those teams. So in this case, if you do that, you're going to gain the hero and solo, and then also discard any 2 that aren't one of those teams. Why is this like my focus is weird? That's fine, whatever. Oh, now it went back. Okay. Finally, we have Resurrect the Dead. Choose a player. That player gains one of those heroes from the KO pile, then chooses a non-henchman villain from their victory pile to enter the city. So his tactics aren't super crazy, and his attack, while humongo, can be dealt with relatively easy. So he'll be a lot of fun, I think. He'll be fun to play against because 32, what the heck? The Master of Tyrants, you do not want this dude to come up for Master of Tyrants because this guy is chunky. Have him, Thanos, and who else would be big? Vin Fang Fu. Is there anybody bigger than them? Galactus. Yeah, like get one of those guys out there. Okay, anyway, let's take a look at Bastion Fused Sentinel. He's going to be very interesting. So he's 4+ attack, and he's got a lot of text here. All Sentinel Masterminds get +1 attack for each Master Strike in the KO pile, even after Bastion's defeated. So he's kind of like a striker, almost. And then he always leads Purifiers in any Sentinel henchman group, so that we have 2 options. He leads Acolytes, by the way. Exodus does. Okay, and then his Master Strike is going to be a card from the Bystander stack, ascends to become a 3-attack Prime Sentinel Mastermind with the fight. Rescue this. Master Strike, each player reveals the top card of their deck and discards it if it costs 1 or more. So you can kill him, but if those other Masterminds are out, he's going to gain... the game still goes on, and each of them gets +1 for each Master Strike. So those Prime Sentinel Bystander Masterminds are going to be 8 attack at full strength. So his first tactic, and all these have different artwork, which is neat because they're all different cards. It says Master Mold Sentinel Factory. So it's 4+ attack, and it says fight, rescue 3 bystanders, KO one of your heroes, and then he ascends to become another Mastermind with an additional ability. With an additional Mastermind with the ability of Sentinel Henchman from the villain deck enters the city, shuffle the villain deck. So, interesting. Finally, we have Template Infected Sentinel. He's 5+ attack. Rescue 3 bystanders, KO one of your heroes. Then he ascends to another Mastermind. Each player reveals a red hero or discards one of their non-gray heroes. We get Nimrod. Boy, Nimrod's back. Future Sentinel. 6+ attack. Rescue 3 bystanders, KO one of your heroes. And then he has choose attack or recruit. Each player discards a card with the chosen icon for his Master Strike. And then finally we have Machine Man Sentinel Supreme. Fight, same thing. Rescue 3 bystanders, KO one of your heroes. And then Master Strike, as each player reveals a black hero, gains a wound. So the one that I'm most concerned about is probably this one, because it's just going to forward out the deck. The rest don't seem too bad. However, with Bastion out, even if he's dead, they're all going to come out and they're going to get +1 for everything. So he's 12, 11, 10, and 9. So they're still going to be kind of strong. And it's almost like fighting Mysterio, except he's fixed at 8. Or like you're basically having to you're having to fight each of these tactics twice. Because you fight him, take a tactic, fight him, take a tactic. And then I would assume that when you take out the last tactic, he's dead, but then all the bonuses still happen if there are any left. So I think that's how we'll play that, because he's the final card. But if I take this, do I get this 6 victory points, and then I get 6 for the other ones when I defeat them? I think so. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Finally, for our last Masterminds, Lady Deathstrike. She has Reavers. And then her thing is, if she's preying on a player, finish the prey. Otherwise, prey on the fewest yellow. Finish the prey. That player gains 2 wounds. Each other player discards 2 cards. 1 game is 1 wound and 1 card. So Master Strike comes up. She prays, and she's just gonna chill in front of us. And then we're gonna have to defeat her, or we'll take the effect. Now, if another Master Strike comes up, we're going to finish the prey, so you're going to take that effect, and then she'll prey on you again. So I don't know if it's beneficial to just take all those. I mean, that's 5 guaranteed wounds. I mean, for solo, that's what we're dealing with, unless we can do something to mitigate. Which isn't too bad. So then we have, for our first tactic, is Cybernetic Healing Factor. Fight, if this is not the final tactic, and if Lady Deathstrike was not preying on a player, KO up to 2 heroes, rescue 4 bystanders, and shuffle this back into remaining tactics. So if she's not preying on a player, if this is not the final tactic, and if she's not preying on a player, so if she's preying and you hit her and you take this, I think then it's fine. Prey on the weak. Fight, each villain that's preying on a player finishes the prey. After those have all entered the city, then each villain in the city with a prey ambush does that ambush starting from the sewer. Okay. We'll have to see how that works out. Relentless Assassin is going to be fight. If Lady Deathstrike was not preying on a player, each other player reveals their hand. She preys on one with the fewest non-gray. Okay, so it's just going to be me. Or you. And then Stretching Adamantium Claws. Fight. You may KO one of your heroes. If you have a yellow hero, you may KO up to 2 of your heroes. So she's like, Wolverine's going to be what you need to fight against her. Alright, so that's fun. Now, let's take a look at the villain groups, kind of based on what we've got. So first let's take a look at the Acolytes, because that's what's Exodus. So we have I don't know how to say her name. I'll have to put it in something. Anyway, she's 8+ attack. You can pay 2 recruit any number of times to shatter her, and then ambush, she captures a bystander. So she's actually not too bad. 4 victory points is pretty good. We have Tempo, who's kind of terrifying. 2 victory points and a 16 attack. You may shatter Tempo any number of times. Each time you do, draw 1 fewer card from when you draw your new hand at the end of this turn, and you fight, you draw 2 cards. So that's pretty straightforward. So you could shatter her to 8, shatter her again. So that'll put her down to 4. You kill her, and then you draw 2 cards. So you'll get basically an advance on your 2 cards that you're losing from not doing that. We have Frenzy here, who's 12 attack. You may pay 1 recruit to any number of times to shatter Frenzy. Each time you do, reveal a top card of the hero deck and put it on the bottom of the deck. If it's green, gain a wound. If it's yellow, the player to your right gains a wound, and then you can KO a hero. So you're taking those wounds either way. And then finally, we have Random. Oh, Random's back. Random was a part of, and looks like him, Random was a part of the X-Men set as a villain for, what's his name? He was part of the, his villain group came with they had like Dominate as their, like all of them had Dominate. Was he part of the villain for, what's the dude that's Xavier and Magneto put together that makes you draw 1 less card? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all remember. I'll remember randomly. He's a part of that villain group, which I don't even remember what that villain group's called either. But again, you'll probably remember. We have 10 attack here. You may pay 1 recruit any number of times to shatter random. Each time you do, reveal the top card of your deck and put it on the bottom of the deck. If it's red, black, or blue, random then gets attack equal to that card's cost. So yeah, and then escape discards a card. So pretty straightforward. They'll be fun. Shatter seems like a really fun deal. All right, so that's that. Let's take a look at the. We'll go through all the villain groups first. We'll look at the Reavers here, who Lady Deathstrike will lead. So we have Donald Pierce, ambush, prey on the fewest black, finish the prey, KO one of the player's non-gray heroes, and then fight KO one of your heroes. We have Bonebreaker. This like reminds me of Mad Max. Like what these cards remind me of, which maybe that's, I don't know. 5 attack, ambush, prey on the fewest green, finish the prey. That player gains a wound on the top of their deck, and then fight, reveal top card of your deck, KO it or draw it. We have Skullbuster, 5 attack, ambush, the player on the fewest blue. Skullbuster captures 1 bystander from the bystander stack and 2 bystanders from that player's victory pile. Finish the prey, KO the captured bystanders, and each player discards a card. And then finally we have Pretty Boy, ambush on the fewest yellow, blue, red, whatever color. Ambush on the fewest red, finish the prey, that player discards a card. Fight, discard the top card of your deck. If it has a recruit icon, you get +1 recruit, and this villain preys on the fewest red. So he's going to come back around after you fight him. Unless you discard the top card of your deck and it doesn't have an attack icon, a recruit icon, then he's done. All right. We'll go over the Purifiers, and looking through this, we have a bunch of the same looking card artwork. Predator X. Green one. Ambush, prey on the most green. Clone, and then finish the prey. That player discards a green hero. If you can't discard if you can't, they discard any non-gray hero instead. This is going to be the same thing for yellow, for red, for black, for blue. So we get 1 of each. We have Leper Queen, 4 attack, ambush on the most of one of those heroes all together. So you put them all together, which will be us no matter what in solo. Finish the prey. That player gains a wound and 2 bystanders from their victory, and KO 2 bystanders from the victory pile. And fight, shuffle 2 cards from the bystander stack into the villain deck. So that's pretty cool. And then we have Reverend Williams Stryker, 5 attack, ambush on the most of those X-Men related heroes. Stryker captures 1 sidekick from the sidekick stack and 2 sidekicks from that player's hand or discard pile of their choice. Finish the prey, KO the captured bystanders. Fight, gain the captured bystanders. I said bystanders. Sidekicks. Sidekicks for all. So he captures a sidekick from the stack and then 2 from either your hand or your discard pile. So we'll have 3, and then when you fight him, you gain all 3 back. Or if you don't, he KOs them after he finishes the prey. And then we have Cameron Hodge, who looks terrifying. 6 attack, ambush the one with the most X-Men related heroes. Cameron Dodge captures 1 of that player's non-gray heroes of their choice. Finish the prey, you capture that hero, and then fight. Choose a player to gain that captured hero. So that's pretty straightforward as well. Next, we have Clan Yoshida. So they have Chivalrous Duel. So again, we can only fight them with 1 hero name. Ambush. The villain in the city with the most VP captures a bystander, and then you fight, KO a card from your discard piles. That's Silver Samurai. And next we have Scarlet Samurai. Chivalrous Duel, and then gain this as a hero. And then if I play a yellow hero, I get to draw a card. So it's basically Wolverine's deal. We have Gorgon. 5 attack. Chivalrous Duel. Ambush, choose a hero name. You can't play heroes this turn unless they are that name or gray heroes. KO one of your heroes. And finally we have Lord Shingen. 4 attack, Chivalrous Duel, ambush, Lord Shingen captures a bystander. Bystanders held by Lord Shingen are samurai bodyguards. Can't fight him unless while he has any bodyguards, and you can't fight them as if they you can fight them as that they are 3 attack villains with Chivalrous Duel, fight, rescues as bystanders. So again, those are also pretty straightforward. All right, let's take a look at the henchmen. So we have 10 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we have Sentinel Squad 1. Spooky. They're 2 attack. They have ambush if there are no other Sentinel Squad 1s in the city, clone, and then you fight if there are no Sentinel Squad Sentinel Squad 1s in the city, KO one of your heroes, and put this villain on the bottom of the hero deck. Interesting. Villain deck, not hero deck. I can't read. KO one of your heroes and put this villain on the bottom of the villain deck. Okay, cool. Next we have Mr. Sinister Clones. We've also got 10 of these. I'm kind of also verifying I've got everything because I see randomly people get like 2 stacks of the wrong thing. But everything's here. Mr. Sinister Clones, 3 attack. Ambush clone. When the cloned copy enters the city, shuffle a bystander to the villain deck. So it kind of replaces the card in there with another card. So that's nice. You're not just getting like completely destroyed by the villain deck running through quickly. And then fight is clone the next hero you recruit that this turn that costs 4 or less. That has a printed cost of 4 or less. So clone that. Okay. All right. Now for the main event. We're going to take a look at the X Factor heroes last. Let's take a look at the only X-Men hero in the set, which is going to be Stepford Cuckoos. So, if you know this, there are a different arrangement of a lot of these heroes. Now, they don't follow, a lot of them don't follow the typical structure of 2 sets of 5 commons, 1 set of 3 uncommons, and then 1 rare. In this case, we have 12. This is a common. This is a common. I think no. Yeah, these are all common, and we have 4 common. Or sorry, we have 3 commons of 4 copies, and then 1 rare of 2 copies. So three commons, 4 copies, one rare, 2 copies, and you can tell because the border. So the border is complete here. That means that this is a common, whereas I'll have to, when I find one, that's the uncommon, you'll know. And then the rare is there's no border. Uncommon have like partly. Anyway, enough of that. So we have our first common, which is black, 1 attack, when recruited clone. Oh, come on. And then if you play a black hero, she only costs 2. When you play a black hero, they only cost 2. Investigate the psychic stack for a card and put it into your discard pile. So that's pretty cool. Next we have Telepathic Warning. 2 attack, 1 recruited clone, tactical formation 2/2, you get +2 attack, and then tactical formation 3/3, reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's a master strike, you get +1, you may shuffle the villain deck. That's awesome. So basically, if I play this and I have another one, I get that ability. If I've got these 2 out, or 2 anythings, and I play that, I get that ability. And then getting the sidekick with this is going to be another 2 to help with that tactical formation. Next, we have Shared Thoughts. Which maybe there's 3 of these because there's 1 of each of them, and there's 3, and yeah, maybe that's why. Shared Thoughts, 1 attack, 1 recruited clone. Tactical formation 2/2, get +1 attack. Tactical formation 3/3, investigate for a card with an attack icon. I'm very excited for this tactical formation and this cloning thing. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And then finally, we have Mind Wipe. And what's going to be great is that these can work with the Spider-Man cards. This hero in particular, I don't know about the rest of them, but just having so many 2s makes it to where you can use the Spider-Man cards, and it's like they don't have to be stuck with just Spider-Man. So like using this with Silk is going to be fun, I think. Okay, I'm like hyped now. I was already hyped, but I'm even more hyped now. So you have Mind Wipe here. You get when recruited clone. Tactical formation 2/2/3. Reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's a villain, you get +2 attack. You may fight it this turn. If you fight it, put a card from the bystander stack on top of the villain. That's awesome. That's cool. These are gonna be fun. I'm super stoked. Okay, so there's 1 X-Men hero. We've got that taken care of. Now let's go on to our first X-Force hero, which is gonna be Warpath. So he looks like follows the normal structure of common, uncommon, rare, and you can tell again. This has half the border where it doesn't have it on this side. This has no border, and this has all border. So I'm sure by this point you guys know, but just in case you didn't, that's how you can discern what's technically a common, what's technically an uncommon, and what's technically a rare. So his first common is going to be Grim Tracker, 1 attack, 2 cost. Choose a number 1 or more, investigate for a card of that cost. So that's really great because you can like do it, and then like, oh, I didn't get it, and then play the next one and then get it that way. Because you'll be able to reveal and put them back in any order. His other common's 5 cost, Endless Endurance. When you draw a new hand of cards at the end of your turn, draw 2 extra cards. So that's pretty cool. I like that. His uncommon's 2, Dangerous Maneuver. reveal the top card of your deck. If it costs 0, KO it, and then Tactical Formation 2/2/5. You get +3 attack. So I understand. Okay, so you basically have to get some of these and then you can run it, but you don't. Yeah. Okay, cool. I like that. And then finally we have Superhuman Senses, 3+ attack, 7. When you reveal or look at any number of cards from your deck, you get +1 attack. Just drawing or discarding card from your deck doesn't count. So reveal or look at. Choose a number from one or more. Investigate for a card of that cost. So investigate. Let's see. Whenever you reveal, look at cards. So in this case, it'll be 4 attack because you'll take one of them if you choose one, and then I think if you do like the rare for Iron Man Noir gets you 3 targets, +1 for that as well if they're like comboed together, and then just revealing stuff like you have like you'll see tomorrow when I have. This is weird. I'm referencing the video for tomorrow, and in the video for tomorrow, I'm referencing today, this stuff, even though it was recorded yesterday from the day of recording this, so it was recorded 2 days from when you're seeing it. I used Coulson in it, and I have to reveal. And so in that case, like, you would get bonuses for that, too. So that's like another instance in revealing. Or Howard the Duck, when you look at, he reveals the card from the Bystander stack or whatever. So I think he reveals. Anyway, all right, so there's our first... I was going to say War Machine. Our first dude, X-Force. The next one's going to be Shatter Star. So he's going to run, hold on, 4, 4, 4, and 2. Okay, so it's 3 commons and a rare. So we have Strive for Greatness, +2 recruit, when recruited, clone, yellow, clone. So, and then you play a yellow hero, you get another 2 recruit, usable only to recruit heroes that cost 5 or more. That's cool. I like that. His next one is going to be Gladiator Blades. Recruit, if you have a yellow hero, clone. And then if I play a yellow hero, draw a card. His next one's going to be Bioelectric Surge. When recruited, blue, clone. Tactical Formation 5/5, you get +1 attack. And then finally we have Gene Splice Creation. When recruited, if you have an X-Force hero, clone. If I play a blue and a yellow hero, Shatter the Mastermind. And he's 2 attack. Alright, so he'll be a lot of fun with Wolverine. I bring that up all the time, but he'll be fun with Wolverine. And then, I'm trying to think if there's any yellow-blue heroes that are really fun. The only one that comes to my mind immediately that's yellow, that's a lot of yellow and blue is the one Cabal character from Secret Wars. I forgot her name. She's a lot of yellow and blue. But I don't know if there's... I mean, I'm sure there's others. There's probably others in this set. All right, let's get on our first X Factor. So we have Me, Myself, and I, which is going to be multiple man, which Me, Myself, and I is one of his cards. So it looks like, again, common, rare. So we have Me, Myself, and I, 2 recruit, 4 cost, tactical formation, 4/4/4, draw a card. And if I have a yellow hero, I can clone. We have Finding Myself. This is a black card, 4 cost, 1 attack. Investigate for a card that has the same name as any card of your cards. You don't need to choose a specific card name before you investigate. So when you look, you'll get to see, oh, this one matches, I can take it. Play a black hero, clone. We have Perfect Match, 4/1. You get +1 attack for each card name that you've played at least twice this turn, and then you get play a black hero, clone. And then finally we have Reabsorb duplicates, 4 cost, 2 attack, tactical formation, 4/4. You may KO a card from your discard pile, and if I play an X Factor hero, clone. So straightforward, pretty good. It's likely you'll get I mean, these are like free KOing stuff because you're gonna have 4s. Run this with what's her name? Invisible Woman, who runs all 4s. That would be fun. All right, next we have Richter. Richter, who's looks like more normal here. He's all blue and yellow. So there we go. Underground Cave-In. It's 3 cost, 2 attack. Blue. Play a blue hero. Shatter a villain in the sewers. So makes sense. We have Unearth Tectonic Power. 5 cost, 2 attack. Yellow. Investigate for a card that is yellow or blue and or yellow. So we're going to have to run that one with Shatter Star when we do our playthrough. Trace Fault Lines, 2 recruit, It's going to be 4 cost, blue. Investigate for a card that costs 0 KO to discard it. And then finally we have his rare Massive Earthquake. And he's blue. It costs 7. It says Shatter the Mastermind or Shatter all heroes currently in the HQ. So I guess I would assume that Shatter... Yeah, let me see. Oh yeah, and then it says technically villains get minus half. For example, Shattering gives her 3... Okay, hold on. Yeah, so a few cards even let you shatter a hero in the HQ having their cost round up in the same way. Okay. Okie dokie. Which I would assume that makes sense. Get one of these, and then you can probably get the other rares easily, and then you can just go to town. We have Siren, who is Banshee's daughter, right? We have Echolocation, 2 cost, 1 attack, red. You may choose a hero class, investigate for a card of that hero class. We've got Hypnotic Call, 4 cost, 2 attack, red. Red hero, play a red hero, shatter each hero currently in the HQ whose printed attack is 2, 4, 6, and or 8. Next we have 3 octave Arpeggio, I don't know. 6 cost, 4 attack, blue. Tactical formation, 2, 4, 6, shatter all villains. And then finally we have Splintering Shriek, 8 cost, and then it's red. And then shatter the Mastermind KO up to 2 cards from your hand. That's awesome. Alright. These heroes look so dope. I cannot wait to play these. And then next we have Strong Guy. All his cards are green. So he's got your traditional setup here. So his first card, his common, is X Factor Investigations, 4 cost, 2 recruit, investigate for a green or X Factor hero. So you basically get any, if you recruit him, you get any of his stuff either way. Next we have Absorb Kinetic Energy. It's 5 cost. This is the next common. 3 attack. If any player will gain a wound, you may discard this card and draw 2 instead. We have next is Go Big Guy. 4 cost, 2 plus attack. Tactical formation, 4, 4, 5. You get plus 3 attack. And then finally we have his rare, which is 8 Treasure Hunt. 3 plus attack. Investigate for one of these options, then a different option, then a third option. So you can investigate for 3 cards. So a green card, an X Factor card, a card that costs 4, and a card that costs 5. That is really cool. You just get to, you pick them and you pick the order. So that's really dope. He would obviously really go well with Hulk. Hulk's got a lot of green, and then obviously you get the wound thing, so you can kind of mitigate. And that Hulk card's 5. So you can kind of mitigate, like, oh, I have that Hulk card, I want to play it, it's 5. I can discard this, draw 2 cards instead, and then it's going to help with the tactical formation because you've got a 5 from the Hulk card. So that would be a good combo to run them together, which I may end up doing eventually as well for a playthrough because that sounds like a lot of fun. And then finally I have M, and she's going to do our 4, 4, and 2 setup here. So we have 3 sisters combined. 3 cost, it's green, 0 plus attack. When recruited, green clone, draw a card, and tactical formation 3, 3, 3. You get plus 2 attack. Next we get Uncover Family Secrets. 3 cost 3 to recruit red. When recruited, red clone. Investigate for a card that costs 3. We have Penance Form. Green, 3 cost, 2 plus attack. When recruited, green clone. And then if you have a wound in your hand or discard pile, KO it and you get plus 1 attack, otherwise gain a wound. And then finally we have Interweaving Powers, 3, 2 plus attack, red. When recruited, X Factor clone. Tactical formation 3, 3, 3, 3. You get plus 3 attack. Awesome. This looks so cool. Alright, so that's it. That's the box. I got the cards everywhere. If you guys didn't see my one community post, I got this nice little plan mat here. You're going to see me use it tomorrow's video just as a thing for my cards down here. But this is also to play other board games on that I plan on doing for the channel that are solo games. And I talk about that a little bit in tomorrow's video. So the deal was I thought that I wasn't going to get this till Friday. However, it shipped on Tuesday when I made the post, and then it only takes 2 days for me to get it because I live in the same state as Miniature Market, and so I get it really quick. I mean, it comes to me faster, but they have to hand it off to USPS, and then that's a day. So like UPS does one day, UPS does the second day. I wish they would just send it to me directly in one day, but whatever. It is what it is. So I thought I was going to have tomorrow's video. I wouldn't have this before tomorrow's video. So tomorrow's video is just a random setup. It's a really fun one, though. And it's Korvac Saga, and it's beating it. So it's fun in that regard. So tomorrow's video will be just a playthrough, and I on there talk about like having this for whatever. And I think at that time I thought I would get it, but I was just, I don't know. Poured something in case this didn't happen or something happened and I didn't have it. So tomorrow's video is a regular playthrough. Sunday we're gonna do our first Messiah playthrough. Tuesday we're gonna do our second Messiah Complex playthrough, and Friday we're gonna do our third Messiah Complex playthrough. So we're gonna get 3 playthroughs next week. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna go through everything. And yeah, I know it's been a long video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I finally got it. Woo! And yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow in tomorrow's playthrough. Bye-bye.